Welcome to AGORACOM, the Small Cap Epicenter, and AGORACOM TV, a daily, fast-paced, edgy show that brings you the best press releases out of the small cap world every morning at the open, so you can hopefully profit from them and maybe even find your next great small cap investment. Now, it's Thursday, December the 6th. I've got 7 great press releases for you from both sides of the border. We've got financial results in the U.S., and we've got some great resource stories out of Canada on the TSX Venture Exchange. So let's start you off first with DGLY. Trades on the U.S. OTC under the stock symbol DGLY. This is an AGORACOM TV success story. We first reported on DGLY back on July the 30th when the company was trading at just $2.25. Yesterday they closed at $5.50. A great success story and a reason why you should be watching this every single morning where we find these great companies for you. What do they just report? They're expecting 2007 sales to exceed $19 million. What does the company do? They provide advanced video surveillance products for law enforcement, homeland security, and commercial security applications, but primarily we've seen contracts in the law enforcement where what they're doing is providing video inside these cars in order to be able to record everything that takes place during an arrest or during a takedown, and they've announced major contracts. Here's an example. They just received a second installment payment in the amount of $1.9 million for an in-car video surveillance system purchased by an international law enforcement agency, and naturally they're not going to disclose who because that would be giving away some of the secrets there, but this is in accordance with a $5.1 million contract that was announced on November the 29th. They're expecting that the entire order is going to be fulfilled in the fourth quarter of 2007 and the first quarter of 2008. So big number, $5.1 million, and they're getting it done really quickly. I've got a great quote here from Stanton Ross. He's the CEO of the company. Sales during the current quarter to date exceed $5.8 million, surpassing the company's previous quarterly record of $5.1 million for the quarter ended September 30th. So sequentially, they're starting to break records. That's great. This will be our 7th consecutive quarter of record sales and should allow for revenues for the full year to reach or exceed $19 million compared with revenues of $4.1 million in 2006. You're talking about almost a 500% jump. We report on them July 30th, $225. They closed yesterday at $550, and it looks like DGLY still got a great future in front of them. Next up, NewMarketTechnology, OTC as well, trades under the stock symbol NMKT. Another big revenue number. Their Brazilian subsidiary Union One has reported 30 new contracts totaling approximately $5.5 million. All of these contracts were signed between August 1st, 2007 and November 30, 2007. These are all brand new contracts. They do not include revenue already being realized from existing contracts. What do? Union One is a business intelligence and systems integration firm in Latin America. They've got some major customers in the oil and gas, consumer products, financial services, and pharmaceutical industries. They've actually got a list of them on their website. You should go take a look because it's an impressive list. Separately, NewMarket also announced just recently, we took a close look, a large help desk contract renewal. It was estimated to be worth about $820,000. That's also in Latin America. And finally, 2 new North American contracts worth $1.2 million in revenue that are expected to be realized right now in the fourth quarter of 2007. So big numbers out of NewMarketTechnology. What are they trading at? 25.5 cents. That might be another great success story. Go do your due diligence. Next up, China Organic Agriculture making a repeat performance. They've been on here several times. We had reported on them yesterday, and just yesterday alone they moved up 15 cents on 380,000 shares and volume closing at $3.37. What did they announce? An agreement to generate about $4 million in calendar 2007. That's pretty quick. That's with a major retailer. The company is Shunda Grain and Oil Company. It's a 3-year deal. They're going to become an authorized retailer in the supermarket store industry, and this deal is worth, they're expecting about $4 million. Trading at $3.37, 52-week high of $4, 52-week low of 51 cents, so they've already made a pretty big move this year. Next up, switching over to the TSX Venture Exchange, Bellhaven Copper and Gold trades on the stock symbol BHV. Them and their joint venture partner reported a major intersect, 48 meters of 1.09% copper, 0.24 grams per ton of gold, and 3.6 grams per ton of silver. This is within a much larger zone of mineralization at their Cerro Chorcha copper copper project. Their joint venture partner in this case is Dominion Minerals, trades on the OTC under EMPL. These are holes 4 and 5 that they're reporting on. It's a recently completed 11-hole diamond drill program. Their project is in the Western Highlands of Panama, so obviously we've got more news that's going to be coming out of the company as far as drill results. In the meantime, Julio Benedetti, Bellhaven's president CEO, here's a great quote. These 2 holes have shown continuity of the copper mineralization at depth, 400 meters, and also the continuity of a higher grade copper mineralization starting at surface to 150 meters and along strike. The company closed yesterday at 90 cents. Wealth Minerals trades on the TSX Venture Exchange under the stock symbol WML. In the U.S. on the OTC, WMLLF, and in Frankfurt under EJZ. They intersected, they're saying, large potential bulk tonnage uranium system at their property in northwest Argentina. Hole number 2, DLP number 2, returned, here are the numbers, 49 meters of 0.015% uranium. Within that, they had 14 meters of 0.024% uranium. As predicted, they're stating, as predicted by their exploration model, all 3 reverse circulation drill holes intersected significant intervals of uranium mineralization and confirmed the presence of a potential bulk tonnage uranium deposit near surface. We got a quote here from Henk van Alpen, who's the president of Wealth. Should the current drilling continue to return similar broad intervals of uranium mineralization, we believe we are well on our way to discovering a large bulk tonnage uranium deposit in a new district. Big words coming out of that company. They've got big numbers. They're trading at $2.45. Be a little careful here. Like all uranium companies, they've taken a bit of a hit in the last half of the year. They had a high of $6.12, so trading at $2.45. So it looks like they got some great numbers, but they may be the target of some tax loss selling at the end of the year. So you might want to be patient on Wealth Minerals after you've done your due diligence. Next up, Manik Hugan Minerals trades on the venture under the stock symbol MAN. They're announcing additional results for the Brabant Lake project in Saskatchewan, including 10.67% zinc over 3.91 meters and 4.21% lead, 142.17 grams per ton of silver over 3.53 meters in another zone. This is phase 2 drilling program that's currently underway on their project, and these are holes 34 to 37. They're stating that these results continue to support the objective of the current program, which is designed to expand the known limits of the lower zone in order to calculate a revised resource estimate in early 2008. The company's trading at just 16 cents. And finally, SilverBirch trades on the TSX Venture Exchange. Their subsidiary announced a multi-year strategic partnership with Lava Life. For those of you who are not familiar with Lava Life, they are the #1 website for online dating in Canada, and they're amongst the top 10 websites in the world for online dating. So if you can partner up with Lava Life, you're obviously doing very, very well. The subsidiary is Jambo Mobile Solutions, and what they're going to be providing is I'll read your quote here from Marina, who's the Chief Executive Officer of Lava Life. We're pleased to have a strategic supplier whom we feel will become a long-term partner in discovering new mobile products, improving Lava Life's mobile's current content offerings, as well as arming us with premier message handling across both Canada and the USA. And we all know that the web, mobile messaging, it's all big and it's all only getting bigger. Revenues here are going to be generated through monthly fees, a percentage of text chat messaging, that's pretty big, and content purchases. The company closed yesterday at 28 cents. That's a wrap. 7 great press releases. We went a little longer than we normally like to, but when you got success stories like DGLY and potential more success stories like the companies we're reporting on here, we got to give you the news. That's a wrap for the day. As always, if you're looking for more great small cap companies, don't forget about the AGORACOM marketplace. We've got close to 80 companies now listed by industry and exchange, so you can find the ones best suited for your portfolio. That's a wrap for the day. We'll see you tomorrow, where no doubt the news flow will be a little slower for a Friday, but quality over quantity. Stay tuned for tomorrow. Bye-bye.